Welcome, everyone, to Logan, Utah and the Beehive State. We're here at Maverick Stadium, home to the Utah State Aggies, and eager for this clash. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Kennesaw State Owls, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Utah State Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Utah State lined up, ready to deliver the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Kennesaw State Owls offense will start this game off. And here comes this quarterback. When he takes the field, he brings a certain swagger and charisma out there that the entire, not only the entire team, the entire stadium seems to feed off of.
You can feel it. It's different. It's special. Guys like this don't come around very often, but he makes the whole team better, but the belief is strong because he continues to make plays and be there for his team every time they need him.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Looking for a man. It's Hudson. He looks that one in nicely. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. This Kennesaw State offense is on the move. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, and how about this offense? You think of this offense, you think of throwing the football and top 10 passing in all of college football, but the defense knew something, right? Like, you could tell they were going to come out and run the football. They brought out the goal line, brought in some big boys, and really was ready for the run on that play.
They are trying to set the tone on the opening drive of the game. They could punt, pin them back deep. Instead, they'll go for it on 4th down. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense. So Utah State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. First down here for the offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Aggies come to the line in the hurry-up. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Snaps it in the shotgun. Gets it out quickly. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. They keep attacking through the air. Got it set up on the outside.
Man, this defense is so athletic in their front 7. They're able to fight off the blocks on that 3rd down screen play, make the tackle. Now it's setting up 4th down.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on 4th down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held them to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job of that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And now on 1st down after converting with the run. To the ground. He's got it again. Turns it on in midfield. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He'll try to do it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. Utah State up-tempo.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Still running at the 40. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Utah State.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oregon has some work to do, but go against this team at your own risk. The program who played in the first ever CFP championship is always a threat to come back. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Indiana. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Open space at the 25. He's up to 55 yards on the ground, and what a season he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Oh, he's looking to throw. Pulls it in on the left. Got a lot of running room. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead.
And how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point, just back and forth. Both offenses having a lot of success in this football game.
Finds his big tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. He'll keep it himself. At the 45 on his way. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Utah State up-tempo. He's not going to win any gold medals in the 100 or anything like that, but he's fast enough to hurt you.
Yeah, that's the whole key. He's got it.
And they got him for the sack.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
He'll do it himself. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the D.
This is a third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Get it out on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the punt hits ground in the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited.
Hit the afterburners, kid. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense. In their running game, that time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. The give to the back. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. He's got 98 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. They'll go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. He'll run it again. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And they decide to trot out the kicker. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Absolutely perfect. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
17, Utah State, 10.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got him downfield. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Utah State up-tempo. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. He's going to pass. Fires left. It's caught downfield. And he makes a completion there. Set up and in business at the 20. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. A little release to the back.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Pocket starts to collapse. He makes a catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Utah State.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on the game.
So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Fair catch, called for and made. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
And to get rid of it quickly. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
Pressure coming. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. Quarterback checking off. Looking for a man. It's Hudson. He's not afraid to go deep. Touchdown, Owls! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it out. It's Davis. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Logan so far, and we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team at Maverick Stadium.
Kennesaw State ready to kick it off to start things here in the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Davis. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half, David.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a high-scoring first half. You get to go out here now and make a statement. Start this half, say, listen, we're going to keep scoring points, and then maybe help some, alleviate some of that pressure on your defense.
And the Aggies want to move quickly. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Makes a connection. He's off to the races. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. They'll run play action. Throws toward the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Florida dominated almost from wire to wire. And a game like this makes you harken back to those Chris Leak, Tim Tebow, Brandon Spikes teams that won it all in 2006 and again in 2008. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome. A game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. On first down, here comes this offense. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. First down for this offense. They'll ride the hot hand. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. Still on his feet at the 45. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. No big secret what they're trying to do here. They've kept it on the ground. It's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. They get him on the ground. He picked up about 4 yards, and the ball spotted at the 10. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give out of the gun. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try the run. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
31, Utah State, 20.
And he's going to try to return this one. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
No surprise. I mean, with the way they're running the ball early in this game, they're just going to keep doing it. And they're just not hammering out 2, 3, 4-yard gains. They're gashing this defense. You saw it right there.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. From the gun, running back on the move. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. Utah State up-tempo. Now the play fake. Looking down the middle. Finds the big tight end. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting the push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
At the 45 on its way. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big game. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
The offense set for a first down play. At the end of the quarter, it's Kennesaw State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. First down to start the drive after the break. The back goes in motion. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. Running back searching for a hole. Relying on that running game inside the red zone. He picked up 3 to the 11. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll leave it with him. Pulled down after picking up 5 to the 6-yard line. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. To the ground to try to move the chains. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
And the D denied him on second and goal. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
That's caught. It's Davis. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Fires to the middle. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. DBs will try to keep everything in front. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
It was a massive missed opportunity failing on that fourth down, so they're trailing. There's a little bit less than 3 minutes to go here. Their defense has got to be able to get the ball back here quickly for them to have any shot.
They want that clock to run. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Might as well give it to him again. At the 40, there he goes. Gets gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
First down for the offense.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense stops him just short.
Mr. Carey, it's
Needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And with that, the chain gang will get busy. First down, Kennesaw State. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Comes out throwing on first down. Makes the grab at the 10. Touchdown, Owls! What a catch and run for 6. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Utah State.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be...
It's complete! A huge pickup! And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Trying to find his man on first down. Complete downfield. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. After the incompletion on 2nd down, it's 3rd and inches. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. A strike downfield. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Back to the air one more time. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Aggie! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.